He is in love with the sound of his own voice and his own attacks, but he doesn't actually check the facts. They don't have a plan for the future of the Canadian economy. On this side, we're investing in and leveraging technologies that are cutting emissions and creating good jobs in Come By Chance in Newfoundland and Labrador, for example. And we're making sure that it's no longer free to pollute while giving Canadians money back.
Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
So the high school drama teacher over here accuses others of liking the sounds of their own voices. This from a guy who, if he were made of chocolate, he would eat himself.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I was a high school teacher before getting into politics, and I'm having a little trouble remembering what exactly the job that the Leader of the Opposition had before getting into politics.
Yes, and he left right in the middle of the semester, and I'm having trouble remembering why.
Oh! Leader of the Opposition continues on his personal and his partisan attacks. We're going to continue to deal with...
I'm sorry. What part, I have a question for all of you to reflect on. I don't want anybody to shout the answer out. This is not a question I want an answer. What part of, while somebody is speaking, we sit quietly and listen, do we not understand? Write me an email if you want, once we're done, and you can explain to me, because I don't understand that.
I've looked through the history of Parliament, and there was one case where the Speaker decided that he had had enough of question period, and he left. In fact, the entire sitting was adjourned for around 30 minutes, and I'm really in the mood for that today, so I'm going to ask the Prime Minister to start over from the beginning. I have a hypothesis for you, Mr. Speaker. Why you're seeing this behavior in the House? Have we ever seen a Prime Minister who has so little worthiness of the functions that he occupies? Illegal election funding, industrial espionage, Trudeau Foundation, contempt for intelligence services, and many, many other problems. We know so much about the reasons for which we should be asking for a real public inquiry, not for this buddy-buddy act with his friend. When will this Prime Minister put an end to these policies that are harmful for Quebec and very, very, very helpful to China?
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask the Honourable Prime Minister to stop for a second. We had started getting better. Now all of a sudden everybody's getting excited again. Maybe it's because the end of question period is coming, and maybe I'll just skip to the last question and then work my way back, and that might work out better. But I'm going to let the Prime Minister continue, and we'll see if I have to resort to that. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.